Oh, so you came back to see what the two tools that I like are, huh? So, Jonard, thank you very much for sending me both of these tools. As I said in the other video when I did the unboxing, these have always been my favorite, but today we're gonna try these. They sent me the WS5, which are the blue tools, or the blue strippers that I've always used. These ones are a little bit different. My other ones that I have around here are these, my red ones. Now I have red, green, yellow, blue now. Now, the differences so far that I can see is, yep, they're brand new. They're probably really sharp. A little bit thinner metal, but that's fine. That shouldn't have any effect. These ones I see have a locking clip on them now. So now you can push up and they'll unlock, whereas these ones, they don't have any lock. They just sit there like this, normally like that. But they still do have the screw that you can set, so that way you can set, if you're doing a whole bunch of different wire and stuff, you can set this gauge so that way you can, no matter how fast you clip it together or pull it together on both sides, you won't cut the wire if it's in the middle piece where it actually strips the wire. That's kind of cool. I like that. I like how these actually have the little lock on there so that way they can take up less space. I'm still used to these. These are the good old Nextech Radio Shack that I've had. I keep sharpening them. They're really good. They work great. But today I'm going to show you how good these could be, because I've never tried them before and I haven't even opened the package yet. But I also have some different types of wire here. I've got some soft stuff, a little bit harder stuff, and then I have Teflon wire. This stuff is really hard, and I don't know how well these strippers are going to work. I know these, when they're sharp, works really well, but I'm kind of curious to see how well this does. Teflon wire is known for mil-spec because they use that in aircrafts and stuff like that. And when I was building speakers and audio stuff, I bought this stuff because it was really good. And the silver wire in here was really nice for interconnect wire and doing other kinds of stuff in here. I got all sizes and stuff like that. I also have some silicone wire. I'll grab that in a minute here because it's over there. And I want to see how well these work. So for now, let's see how well these blue ones cut and strip a piece of this Teflon wire. Let's try the black piece because it looks nice. You have to rotate a little bit. Oh, yep, it did it very well. No problem there. The red ones that I have, let's see how well it does. The red's the same gauge, so it shouldn't have any problem. We'll cut the tip because it's got soldered on there. These might be dull, but they are probably 10 years old. Let's see. Nope, it still did well. So these worked very well. These worked very well. Let's see how well these work on here. I'm going to cut this to be fair. Use the blue ones. Let's see how well these work. Curious to see how well they work. Let's take a piece of this off. Let's make it out a little bit further. Straighten it. Okay, let's see. So put it in here. And no, it didn't work. I don't know if that's gonna work. Let's try it again. No, it doesn't. It doesn't like that. It doesn't like Teflon stuff. Probably because it's slippery. Teflon is very, it doesn't melt, and it doesn't, like, if you were to solder this wire, usually when you use soldered wire, this stuff right here, if the wire gets too hot, it starts to shrink or expand and start to melt and go all gooey and stuff like that. This stuff doesn't do that because Teflon. Teflon is good for high rate, or for high heat and for long runs and stuff like that. It's very durable, so it takes sharp cutters to cut through this. So I'm going to try this other wire just to prove that these strippers are actually working. Oh, yeah, they work. Pretty simple. I'm gonna try that one more time here. Hold on. Yeah, it does do it. It does it really well. Let's try another piece. Yep. I mean, No issues there. What does this little guy do here? What does it say in the box? Adjustable wire length. Oh, okay. Let's go with this and push this out more, maybe. Maybe the Teflon wire needs a little bit more distance on the wire, because it looks like this distance right here, when you put your wire in here, will show you how long it strips off the end. So perfect example. Right now, set at default, you got maybe half an inch? No. Yeah, about half an inch. So we'll cut that, see what it is now. Let's see here. Put it in now. Oh yeah, about an inch now. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. That's just normal off-the-shelf spool wire, hookup wire. But now let's see if it does this. I don't know. No, still doesn't do it. So it doesn't do Teflon wire, but that's fine. Not many people are going to be out there stripping mil-spec wire with these, because mil-spec wire does need attention to detail to cut. So let's try it with these. So when I cut them, you go straight on, and then you come back quarter of a turn, and then just tap it again a little bit. Oh, I missed my mark. And then they pull off, right? Teflon wire, it's durable, it needs sharp. And that's why I buy multiples of these, because this stuff is very durable. Okay, well, let's try another piece of red wire. This stuff is just a little bit stronger than the black stuff. Let's see if it cuts that. The gauge is in there. Oh yeah, that does it too. I think I might have a piece of rubber wire. Hold on, let me see if I can find that. I got some silicone wire. I use this stuff in my amplifiers, because when I was building my Class A amplifiers, got hot inside of there, and silicone wire, well, is flexible. It's really noodly, like it's really easy to move around, and it was really good for inside of those amplifiers. So what gauge do we have here? We got 14 gauge. Are these gonna cut it? Let's see. Oh, I got a piece stuck in there. What do you think? No problem. Done. Cut that perfectly for that. So what I think is, because Teflon wire is very slippery, it doesn't get any grip. And I don't think, let me just see here, maybe I'm making a mistake. Tire stopper, micro. Oh, okay, so that does it for smaller than 26 gauge. So this isn't smaller than 26 gauge, so it doesn't need to be adjusted. But yeah, I didn't know if this was gonna cut, and I kind of had an assumption that it wasn't gonna work because it's so slippery. It's kind of tough stuff. But so far, we've got silicone wire, some normal gauge hookup wire, and we got some stronger stuff right here that work just fine, like no problem. I noticed that on the bottom here, we have some crimping tools. So if you use eyelets and stuff like that, it's got a crimping tool built into the bottom. It's also got a cutter. Cuts no problem. I like that. And it still cuts the stuff no problem too. I'm probably making a mistake doing this. So let me try that one more time. If I was to actually release this all the way, it'd probably make it so it pulls off, and it does. So I was just making that simple mistake. I'm not used to these things because I don't use them. I've been using these since I was 6 or 7 years old, because I've been helpful in Dad's shop there. Hold on. Sorry, somebody was at the door. Dog barked, that was my hint. Looked at my screen, could see somebody's there. So, not really used to using these. I'm more used to using these guys. These are gonna go in my Jonar Tools backpack. Put a picture to that here. But I'll have to get used to these. I don't really do much Teflon wire anymore, so I can't see that being a problem for me. But these look pretty nice. I don't see anything else that I'm missing on here. Durable handle, grippy, very, like, you won't get these falling out of your hands. I see a lot of electricians and a lot of guys that use these kind of tools wearing gloves. I don't wear gloves. Maybe one day I will, but I like to be able to feel things. Let's see how this is supposed to work. This blue bar goes side to side when you unscrew this. This allows us to change where this pulls the wire. So default, it comes like this, which gives us about 1/4 of an inch from here to here, where the wire rests. If we tighten this, it won't move. If we loosen this, it will come out like this.
push on it right here. A prime example is if we push this in, tighten this, we take our wire, put it in here, it rests against that. We get 1/4 inch. If we cut this now and start over, we unscrew this, pull this all the way out, like this, tighten it, put our wire in there. Now where it is gonna grab, it's a lot longer. Pretty easy to change, make work. We have our cutters down here, and then we have this spot right down here for our crimping with connectors and stuff like that.
But other than that, they're pretty nice, I say. They go from 8 to 26 gauge wire. Can't see being any problems. I do wonder though, it looks like, it looks like the tip or the blade could be replaceable. Yeah, 2 screws in here, right here. Looks like you could replace those pieces pretty easy. So maybe if you use these lots, maybe that it would get dull. But yeah, I like them, pretty good. Joe did a good tools on these. I've never really used them, so I can't say 100% how long they would last or how well they would be, but holding on to them right now and trying them, I can feel that they would last a lot longer than maybe these would if you start using them every day. So I'm gonna go from that. That's my video on them. I will try these for the next 2 months and report back in my other video, but don't forget, I'm doing a giveaway of the little camera tool. I'm not gonna tell you exactly when, what, but that tool video is coming out soon, and all the details for that are in there. So you make sure you gotta be liked and subscribed to watch for when that's gonna come out so you can win that tool. It's a $200 tool and it works very, very well. So I'll let you go. You guys have a great day. See you later.